They just have a lollipop they all share.
The peace pop.
Yeah. Many moons have passed since I last saw my brother. Let's count them. 1. Well, it was many.
It was a what?
Let's say it was several moons.
Oh, fuck, dude.
The eagle flies down the mountain. You could just take regular, like, Native American poetry and say it in Down syndrome voice, and it sounds...
And it checks out.
Yeah. The eagle flies down the mountain. They're just describing what animals are doing.
But
that's like all of their art.
Yeah.
But in beautiful, with simple language.
Yeah, with like a woodwind.
This is going to be one of those things that gets me in trouble.
Playing
but
in the
imagine colonization of North America never happened. Like they figured out 1,000 years ago, you just need to leave people be.
Mm-hmm.
But then we still somehow developed the internet. And so there is like some degree of cultural exchange. And the entirety of North America...
No.
was just people like, they have like whatever England has, just like bullshit about like King Arthur and all this dumb shit, and then it's like, well, let's what did the Native American? Oh, it's a poem, and it's like the eagle flies and then lays eggs. And then the dog barks.
Yeah.
And the river goes watery.
That's probably all.
Like, okay, well, let's see. What? Do you have another poem? Like, oh, yeah, let's see what we got here.
I got tons of stuff.
We got a lot of stuff here. Let's, this one's about a turtle and a fox. The turtle moves slow and goes in its house, which is also a backpack.
Yeah.
And the fox, he's quick and brown, and he jumps over a lazy dog. It's like, no, you stole that one from keyboards. You stole that one from Microsoft Word. They're like, okay, Fur, you got me.
Well, what do you guys want to talk about? Nice shirt, you homo.
Yeah.
That's a tight-ass shirt.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can't say that, like, they wouldn't have come up with a couple of other ones. But then you do look at other, like... isolated tribal people that didn't develop like what is it called when there's like an excess of agriculture or something
I don't.
Did Native Americans have that or not?
What?
They didn't have like farms and shit.
Yeah,
they did. Yeah.
Well, they had crops, but it's not like they would produce like an excess of it and then use it to like
the Mayans invented.
No, I mean like not Mayans. I mean like
you're talking about
Iroquois. Yeah. Like the shit. All the shit around here is named after.
I'm sure some motherfuckers did.
Yeah.
I don't know. What the fuck do I know?
I mean, I don't know anything. That's why I'm asking.
My guess is you're wildly wrong.
I think
my guess is that they probably did.
I know you're talking about,
and they probably had like long ass.
It's much funnier if I'm right, though.
It's so much funnier. Of course, I want to believe you're right, but I do probably.
I don't think you do. I think you want to think that they had the internet here. They were driving around in Teslas.
No. I want you to be correct.
It's gonna be funny in 10 years when Tesla's gone, and that doesn't
cool.
exist anymore.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, so much for electric cars. And then guess what comes back?
What's that?
Fucking muscle cars, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're all driving hot rods.
Yeah.
Hot rods.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be...
It would be funny if they just found, like, a lot of fucking more gas or whatever, but they found a way to just make it clean. That would be tight. If we didn't have to change anything, and global warming didn't happen...
That would be tight.
That would be cool.
That would be tight.
If, not only that, but we get to have muscle. Like, it's actually better to use more gas. Yeah. We do get muscle cars.
A couple of Mustang Sallys.
I would fucking love to have.
Yeah. Well, we need to shift the burden to zero carbon emissions to developing nations. So we invent like a carbon tax or something. Or just penalize, developing economies.
The Chinese and the Indians.
Basically, every third world country, they should be in a period of permanent arrested development in the name of saving the planet.
Yeah.
Where they can, just be like permanently indebted to giant like
the
green energy, like either development funds or just companies that basically get to own their entire energy infrastructure, so they don't do something evil like use cars. but then we get to have them.
We
here.
get to do that. To be clear,
we get to have because it would be ridiculous to just roll.
What
out.
are we supposed to go back?
Exactly.
They're already in huts.
Yeah.
I got a house.
Mm-hmm.
I need the AC
Yeah,
running.
I'm not going to go
My
to
balls
a hut.
get fucking hot.
I agree.
We already have to deal with all the fucking Native Americans here.
Yeah.
Why
doing
should we have
their
to deal with all the
poems.
Native Americans in India also?
Yeah, so true.
They have cool stories.
Yep.
That must have been annoying to be like
Yeah. They
they're
have
like
Goro guys.
they're like, oh, look, okay, you think we're the same guy.
Yeah.
First of all, we have every spice. You were trying to find different way to get to the other side because all of India is basically a big grocery store.
Yeah, it's true.
And you couldn't be fucked to walk from one side to the other
Yep.
to find spice. You say, well, because it smells bad. We understand.
Right.
That you
It's
have
a
to
lot
take a
of
boat
spice.
to go. I mean, what the fuck? What is stupid? They're like, what if we found a different way to India that takes a million times
Well,
longer?
they just assumed it was just next door, but you just have to sail that way a little
Yeah.
bit.
Mhm.
They thought the world was so much littler.
Yeah.
It was smart. I got to give it to them for. You know what's crazy?
I
That
would
was-
have tried it.
That was a great idea, like to be like, let's give it a shot. But they put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they took one flyer on it. They were like,
Well, they ran into South America and they were like, damn, we're going to have to go to the bottom.
yeah,
We're going to have to go. Might as well. I'm so pissed. We need to do like maybe 200 or 300 years of slave trade. And this,
Yeah.
we'll set this up to do slave
yeah, and
stuff.
take all the gold.
And then we'll continue our journey. And then we're going to pretend like this is India. Even though it's
when
none of
did
the
England
spices.
Get to India because they were there, obviously, Gandhi and all that shit. So
Oh,
how
when
long
did
it
they
take them?
colonize
Yeah.
India? I don't know exactly.
If America was
From
like,
the 1600s on.
they got
I
there.
think that sounds
that's when
right.
they got there in the 1600s.
The British, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They got to India.
I think people like Europeans got there before.
Yeah,
that.
what was the last empire? The
No
Mughal
idea.
Empire was the last one before.
I think
have,
so.
I have no idea.
The Jai Ho Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Jai Ho?
It's the dance at the end of Slumdog Millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen it.
Anyways,
Not interested.
I guess
You want me to ruin that one?
to not do history and try to get back to the joke here, but imagine you're some fucking Indian guy
Yeah.
he's got all these spices, you got cool hats.
You got
Yeah.
you
And
got
al-
so many books.
Also,
about
the
getting
only
pussy.
group of people really kind of carrying the torch as far as like cool stories instead of science, because that's like the real dialectic, I guess, in history is like people that want to be like, but what actually happened, aka fucking fags that ruin any kind of movie or whatever,
Yep.
and then guys that are like, man, so there was a battle,
Yeah.
some guy,
Heaven and hell.
heaven and
It's
hell,
always evil, good and evil. There's always
Yeah.
getting pussy involved.
all this cool shit, and then the Native Americans are the worst of all of them, where they're just like, it's like a turtle or something.
the spirit of the sky.
There's this guy. They just describe it in literal terms, but then they don't do either science or mysticism.
I'm interested in.
You're saying they
Are
don't
there-
have a good enough
are there Native
imagination?
They don't have an
tales.
imagination and they don't have a scientific mind, and it's because they're just smoking weed all day long.
Which is cool. I have to.
Well,
give
that
them
makes
that.
them cool.
Let me say
They
this.
don't have spices either.
They
they
had
can't-
bison though. You got buffalo. You got buffalo
they spice
burgers all
that up?
day.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were eating.
they are
birds.
truly, they are truly Americans. It is very funny that like
They were.
Well, let
if you
me
think
ask
about
you
it
this.
only in negative
they
terms.
were the first persons.
The pushback against that like Santorum statement that they didn't really influence any of American culture. If you consider that Americans are mostly lazy meat-eating bores,
Mm-hmm.
that
diabetic alcoholics.
diabetic alcoholics that love gambling and
Yeah.
fucking and football. I mean, then
Yep. Mm-hmm.
yes, they contribute.
Let me
a lot.
ask you this: do they have a myth where you get pussy? Like, do they have a Kama Sutra?
No, none of it's sexual. It's all just bullshit about like.
No, they
It's
were.
like
They
tortoise-
gotta have-
No, it's all tortoise in the hair kind of shit.
Why'd the ladies have their titties out then?
Because they were too lazy to put on shirts. They're just-
Come on, dude.
That
They
is
were,
true.
dude.
I heard that.
They're fucking. They're just like, I don't feel like it.
Uh-huh.
Native American sexual myth.
I guess one of the most. I guess
Yeah,
one of
we're
the
gonna
most,
get to the bottom arena of this one.
I guess one of the most famous Native Americans was just a chick that gave pussy to
Yeah.
a couple.
That's half of them.
Couple
dude.
of
For
white
Native
guys.
Americans,
Can you
sex
imagine-
didn't come with guilt. I'm liking
It
this.
is funny because like women don't get any credit credit. They mean white women because Sacagawea's on the money, and she was just a whore.
She was sucking off Lewis and Clark.
She knew directions too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a fucking.
She was like
her clit was like a fucking
that's
compass.
because she'd been to every guy's house.
Yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, I used to.
Her clit always pointed north.
Kind of trailing off when explaining why she knows a certain neighborhood. Oh yeah, it's just I knew. Nothing. Just turn here.
Okay, so I'm reading this, which is called From the Fair Observer, and it says, for Native Americans, sex didn't come with guilt. And it seems to be kind of breaking everything you were saying instantly, where it says the Wendat formed a loose confederacy.
Look, I go to Wikipedia, mythologies
tribes.
of the indigenous peoples of the Americas, and the image is a wolf talking to a cat.
No, I'm saying,
it's just
I'm saying
a cat that's just in a tree. It's a coyote and a possum appear.
I'm just talking about the Wendat, and they said they were a horticultural people growing corn, beans, and squash. So
horticultural, yes, but not agricultural. There's a difference.
I don't think there is.
I don't mean they didn't have big fields where they're producing an abundance of resources to then barter.
Most
with
of the work, the horticulture, the planting, weeding, harvesting, and grinding was done by women.
Yeah, well, the guys went out to hunt.
The most important social unit was the clan.
So they're racist also.
You belong to the clan of your mother, not your father.
It's the only time they're putting on clothes is to go around scaring black people.
You would call people of your generation brother and sister.
That's nice.
Let's get to the point where it's the pussy part. The fuck?
Yeah, what's the pussy part?
A woman's choice. Adultery happened, but the person would have to be of a different clan. You can't fuck in the whole
well, you gotta fuck some other guy.
It makes sense.
You gotta go to.
You get your
town.
hall pass and a motherfucker you'll never see again.
Area
I love
codes.
that.
It's not cheating in different area codes.
It must have. Yeah, I got hosts in different area codes.
All right, here we go. Iroquois mythology, because this is the one I'm interested.
It must have been difficult to the right place, as each house belonged to a particular clan.
All right, here we go. Look, I went to Iroquois mythology. First thing, Wikipedia. And I don't know any of this shit. And the first image here, a 19th century decoration of an unidentified ship, an Iroquois Indian sitting on a turtle, in reference to the great turtle that carries the earth.
Wait, so your objection is that they use too many animals?
It's always that.
It's just the stuff that's around.
Well, the sun was put up there. There was the.
And you think in India they have 8-armed guys.
8-armed guys that are blue that went to war with each other.
That is cooler.
It's anthrocentric.
Okay.
Which is what mythology should be. It shouldn't just be
what's our shit? The guy made a big boat because it rained a lot?
Yeah, Christianity's also pretty gay. Honestly, it's not that good.
Yeah, but that's not we get also the Greek stuff and the Egyptian stuff,
which is good.
There's a lineage there.
I guess.
Okay, so
Greek stuff and Egyptian stuff was cooler.
The world turtle, also called the cosmic turtle, is a.
That sounds pretty trippy, dude. Cosmic turtle.
Look at this dumbass turtle, dude. That's got elephants.
Elephants inside of it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There were elephants in America?
Okay, how about this?
We didn't have elephants.
There's some kind of sexual thing. There's a ceremony here.
All right, let's
in the Huron country, there are also assemblies of all the girls in a town at a sick woman's couch, either at her request according to a vision or dream she may have had, or by the order of the shaman for her health and recovery. So if a bitch is sick, they get all the girls, all the young girls and women, and they say
off?
No, they come to the sick woman's house, and they're like, when the girls are thus assembled, they are all asked, one after another, which of the young men of the town they would like to sleep with the next night. Each names one, and these are immediately notified by the masters of the ceremony, and all come in the evening to sleep with those who have chosen them in the presence of the sick woman from one end of the lodge to the other. And they pass the whole night like this, while the two chiefs at the two ends of the house sing and rattle their tortoise shells from evening till the following morning when the ceremony is concluded. Bro, that's cool. They try and fucking heal an old sick bitch with sexual energy. That rocks. I'm all for the Wendat, dude.
I think that's pretty cool.
It's called the Who Dat?
Wendat.
The Wendat.
That's like a New
Who
Orleans.
Dat? Yeah, it's from the New Orleans tribe.
That's the
big timers. Manny Fresh is the chief. It is important to note that it was the young women that did the choosing, not the young men. See that? A woman's choice.
I like that too.
That's an awesome ceremony. He wished for a white dog ceremony. The ceremony of the Anda Kwandar, a mating of men with girls, which is made at the end of the feast. He specified that there should be 12 girls and a 13th for himself. Nice. The answer being brought to the council, he was furnished immediately with what could be given at once.
House real big, cars real big, things real big, everything real big, real big, pockets real big.
Imagine like John Smith like coming to Native America. They bring him into the tent, and they're like, "We will show you our culture."
I'm fucking big time. Yeah. Hey.
Yes,
Girl, you know I love you and I'm there for you. I got some new shoes and a bag of help for you. Girl, you know I love you and I'm there for you. I got some new shoes and a bag of help for you. Girl, you know I even want your kids for you. I got a new purse and a new wig for you. Girl, you know I love you, I go hard for you. I even hustled up a food stamp card for you. I say, please, don't think you all that. I can hit you from the back for some wing chat. I say, please, don't think you all that. I can hit you from the back for some wing chat. I said, let me find out you tryna act also did it. Let me find out you wearing bootleg titties. Let me find out you got that pussy on the loose. Let me find out that nigga got you with a boost. Let me find out you still rockin' flip phone. Let me find out that bitch ain't need much on. Let me find out that Gucci purse not real. Let me find out you got the internet deal. Let me find out a nigga bring you on Murray. Let me find out the fucking cheering from it. Let me find out you funny with the stamps. Let me find out you why you get cramps. Let me find out you spanks that the gut. Let me find out this bigger than your butt. Let me find out some booty pads in the meat. Let me find out they got real booty meat. Let me find out your man selling bricks. Let me find.
So, Mr. John Smith, welcome to Native America. I want you to meet my daughter Pocahontas. She paints with all the colors of the wind, if you understand what I'm saying. And by that I mean you're allowed to. You can put it in her ass.
You can fuck her any of her holes.
You can put it in her ass if you'd like to.
Let me find out you got them diamonds that's glowing. Let me find out you ain't got.
We smoke weed here, by the way. We smoke mad weed.
We puff mad clouds.
Yeah, the whole. That's why, like, you know, all of our religion is like, you know, wow, fucking, there's like a dog.
Yo, imagine if the turtle had elephants in
Yo,
it.
dude,
How
can
do
you
they have
imagine?
Let me find out you don't.
What?
Nothing.
No, the world turtle thing is like a universal thing.
That's
so
a
they got it.
universal
Yeah, they got it in India.
Oh,
They
really?
got turtle
They got it in
myths
China.
all over. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's one of those things where, you know how it's like the English have dragons and then we have dragons.
Yeah, but they're dragons.
Yeah, they're Chinese dragons. Yeah, the Chinese dragon is like the English dragon. It breathes fire and it's fucking. It looks like a kind of like a lizard dog sort of thing.
Yep.
Whereas the Chinese dragon is like just 15 different guys.
Yeah, it's like it's got whiskers.
It looks like a Chinese cat. It looks
Yeah.
like a Chinese cat that's having like some kind of autistic fit.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that, Mr. John Smith?
In the club right there, the one that's popping on her head while she holding the chip. Your baby mama in the club right there, the one that's popping on her head while she holding the chip. I say, let me find out your baby mama is a groupie. Let me find out she got that Botox booty.
Let me find that
Let me
shit
find out.
Let me find out you set the pussy on the loose.
Yeah.
Let me find out your old man wears sandals.
Let me find out he watched a Lifetime channel.
And by the way, if any girls are out there listening, I also have new shoes and a bag of hair for you.
Yeah.
So hit me up if you're interested in
a
that.
bag of hair.
Fresh bag of hair, dude. We're gonna get you looking right.
Yep, straight off an Indian child's head.
We're gonna get that Yaki, that Brazilian. We got some Ecuadorian shit for you.
I got a good deal on some hair.
This is very funny. So it's like a list of legends for Native American.
Flying head.
The
that's
do you
one.
do know? Hell no. The do oh hako. The Joe Gaho. Gaho in the winds. So son do what?
So son do what?
Flying head.
Flying head is.
Oh, I love that.
Flying
Mile
head
High Club,
rocks.
dude. And the Jidodi Kawato.
See what flying head is.
I mean, it's probably just a head that flies around.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not.
It might be getting your dick sucked in a cloud. I'm thinking it's
I'm
the
sure
cloud
it's
from
not
Dragon
that.
Ball Z, just from Dragon Ball when Goku had the little cloud.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking it's that, but you're getting your dick sucked by Bulma on it, and that would be awesome. That's my religion, actually.
This is the flying head. It's basically a McDonald's character that just sneaks up on women and scares them.
Oh, it scares them?
It looks like Sweetums from the Muppets.
It actually
Yeah, it
does,
does.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch! Suck on my dick.
The hell no. I love that.
The head.
The hell no.
Hey, no.
It's just the Eddie Griffin religion.